Rumor has it Beyonce is gearing up to divorce Jay because she's worried about his ties with Diddy. She thinks he's next. What up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Gang, I appreciate you. Listen, I, for one, have a lot to say about this issue of Jay-Z's next. Beyonce about to leave Jay-Z. I want to talk about this because I have something to say that most people have not said yet. I guarantee you I will be saying something in the course of this video that no YouTuber has said yet. I'm just going to be honest, but I do want to start it off by reading this article with you so we can have a conversation about, is Beyonce about to leave Jay-Z, and is Jay-Z in effect actually next? Right? Let me read this article. Beyonce is reportedly worried about the impact of her husband Jay-Z's association with a convicted sexual predator on her public image. First of all, as much as we detest Diddy, Sean, Puffy, P. Diddy Combs, he is not convicted of anything, so this article is already off to a bad start because that is not an actual fact. But let me continue. The R&B sensation turned country star is allegedly considering parting ways with her husband Jay-Z due to concerns over his ties to Sean Diddy Combs, who is currently facing serious legal accusations. Radar Online reported that Jay-Z is privately dealing with the troubling accusations connecting him to alleged misconduct by Diddy. Their sources are revealing that he is projecting a strong, united image. With the former Destiny's Child singer in public to protect their images. But speculation is swirling around the possible involvement of the rapper in Diddy's scandalous affairs, leading to a frenzy among celebrities to hide any association that they may have had with their gatherings during the disgraced music executives' parties, yada, yada, yada. It's possible. I'm gonna have something to say about this in a minute. Quote, Beyonce is terrified Jay is going to be exposed as being complicit in or at least knowledgeable of Diddy's dirty deeds. There is a chance that Jay-Z does know of Diddy's dirty deeds. Despite maintaining his innocence with the not guilty plea, Diddy remains incarcerated in Brooklyn after being refused bail as he awaits his trial scheduled for May 2025. Brooklyn, right? Who got beef? Should he be found guilty of the offense, he could face life in prison. Death Row Records creator Marion Suge Knight, currently imprisoned in California for voluntary manslaughter, has also made allegations linking Diddy to the 1996 killing of rapper Tupac Shakur, while also implying that Jay-Z was privy to the Bad Boy Records mogul's alleged illicit activity. So that's Suge Knight weighing in. Suge Knight has had a resurgence in popularity due to his podcast. He is speaking out on a lot of things that people want to hear about, negative and positive. But Suge Knight was definitely not the creator of Death Row Records. We're not going to do that. He was a partner with Dre, who created Death Row Records, Dr. Dre. So it definitely was not Suge Knight. Some people are creators. Some people are people who are there to help the creation along. I'm going to give Suge that. I'm not going to say Suge created anything, right? But let me just keep it moving. The outlet's insider revealed Jay-Z and Beyonce have been able to keep their marriage together despite his admitted infidelities and shady friendships. Being friends with Diddy is indeed shady. But I want to speak on all of this in a second. Quote, they've kept an uneasy peace for the sake of their 3 kids and their careers, but this is becoming a bridge too far. The Texas Hold'em singer is worried about the negative impact on her finances due to the scandalous rumors. Let's get this straight. Beyonce's worried about her money. Beyonce's worrying about her money. Okay. Now, you don't believe that, but let's keep it moving. She's better off without Jay-Z, personally and professionally. Another insider. These insiders they're a class act, right? She has friends saying she should not only distance herself from Jay, but leave him altogether if things get too hot. The potential rift could lead to a high-profile divorce settlement estimated at $2.6 billion. Gang, listen, that's a lot of shmoolah. $2.6 billion, that's a lot of scratch on the table. And I, for one, do not believe a word of this article. I'm going to tell you why. For one, I don't believe that Beyonce is about to leave Jay-Z because she's worried about her money. I don't believe Beyonce is going to take this long and be this scary and cryptic if she was leaving Jay-Z over some stuff he did with Diddy. I just don't believe Beyonce is the kind of person, and I know it's been rumors for at least the past 6 months that Beyonce and Jay, oh, they're living separate. She's starting to get lawyers together. He's went and sat down with lawyers. All of that could be true, and a lot of times it is true. When they say that about stars, a lot of times that is true. And even if they're going through a divorce, I'm going to go 100% that I do not believe is over Diddy. I'm going to tell you why. The simple fact of the matter is Jay-Z's been knowing Diddy since before he knew Beyonce. Beyonce had to know what she's getting into when she's dealing with a Diddy. Everybody got that spouse or that mate that knows your friends better than you. And they know that guy ain't shit. Beyonce clearly would know that at this point in time, Beyonce would have to know that Diddy ain't been trashed for 15, 20 years. So all of a sudden now, because he's in trouble, she's going to leave Jay now. If Beyonce thought Jay was running around and freak off parties with Diddy, do you think she would have stayed with this guy all this time? Let's be honest. We all heard about Becky with the good hair and all this and that and the third, right? But we ain't hear nothing else, right? We haven't heard nothing else. So let's just start here. If Beyonce was going to leave Jay, why would it be now? Why would she wait this long? It doesn't make any sense to me. Because the simple fact of the matter is, the article is basically saying she only leaving Jay now because the word is getting out. Not because he's a creep and an awful human and he's having freak-offs and doing all kind of things with children. She's leaving him now because the word is finding out. That would make her a creep and an awful human. Right? If I know that you're doing these freak-offs and you're having passed out 13-year-olds in there and you're eating food off people's bodies and you're doing all this, but I stayed with you for 15 years? That makes me awful, right? So make it make sense. Everyone in this article, all the insiders saying she can do better than Jay. She should leave Jay. So how you know what Jay doing, but she don't? How you know what Diddy's doing all these years, but you don't have nothing to say about what Jay's doing, right? All his infidelities, this and that and the third. That would make her a stone fool. If she's staying there and she knows that this guy is doing all this freak off and this and that with Diddy, and she's still sitting there doing nothing, she ain't even got a side piece or nothing. We ain't heard about no Beyonce side piece. Everything gets out. So what we talking about? It don't make no sense. Now, let's say this. Let's say that the word is getting out that Jay-Z's about to get arrested. You think she would be moving this slow? She'll be moving this slow to get from underneath a guy who's about to get indicted and do life in prison? You think she would be taking this long to get the lawyer together and to quietly to consider her options? You think if she was worried about that 2.6 billion, she wouldn't already have moved out, got her own space by now? Make this make sense, gang. But see, this is the problem with these conspiracy theories. And I have a Jaguar Wright video coming up right behind this. I've been on the bubble with this Jaguar Wright, and I'm about to drop the video, right? But I'm going to go on a limb and say something. Y'all can double back to this. In a year, 2 years, 5 years, and I'll eat it. I'll be wrong. Jay-Z will not be indicted about anything. I'm going to say this again. Screenshot. I need you to record it. Do whatever you're going to do. Jay-Z will not be indicted in any of these things with Diddy. You're going to say, Charles, well, how do you know that? Why do you think you know? You don't know these celebrities. You don't know what they do in the dark. This is the thing with the difference between Jay-Z and Diddy. We've been hearing about Diddy since the 90s. Huh? What? Yes. Diddy rumors have been since the 90s. All kind of creepy foul shit has been said about Diddy since Tupac was still alive. It ain't no secret. It don't take much to know Diddy is a piece of work. I'm just going to be honest. I can put up 5 fingers and tell you to tell me the 5 awful rumors that you know about Jay-Z. You probably get the 2 or 3. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I need the smoke on Jay-Z to say Jay-Z's next. I know that's the contemporary consensus online to say Jay-Z's next because he runs with Diddy. A lot of people run with Diddy. A lot of your favorite rappers had Diddy on their songs. A lot of your favorite rappers had Diddy in the video. A A lot of people ran with Diddy, right? Just gonna be honest with you. And the ones that was creepy, we already knew about them, right? The rumors got legs, baby. I'm just gonna be honest. If you're a creepy person, I don't care how much money you got, all that creepy stuff gonna creep itself out. All these sex workers gonna speak. Somebody's gonna talk, right? Conspiracy theories don't have no weight. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Especially when they don't make no sense and they don't add up. Like saying Jay-Z had Aaliyah killed. It don't add up. Sorry. It just don't add up. I need it to make sense. You're gonna tell me Jay-Z had a mistress and he killed her. How do you know that? Right? How do you know that? And let's be honest, if Trap Lord Ross can figure all that out, then I think the cops can figure it out. Didn't the cops dismiss the case? So what I'm gonna say is this. I don't think Beyonce is about to divorce Jay, not over Diddy. Now, Jay could be lacking in the love department, right? Jay could be not laying it down right with her or something, or Jay could be just working too much or whatever, or he not hugging her enough, or he being mad disrespectful or rude around the house. He ain't washing the dishes, right? He ain't putting the kids to bed. I don't know what he could be doing at home. She could leave him for that. But it ain't no way that this chick think this guy is a walking felon about to get indicted for all kind of trafficking and all kind of sexual accusations. And she's still in that house laying up with him, contemplating leaving. Ain't no way in the world. So it got to make sense. It got to make sense. Now you can say, Challz, you don't know these people's personal life. You don't know she could be dumb. She could be caught up in all in love with him, and she's scared to leave him because she don't know where she's gonna go, and she's just really attached to him. All of that could be true. But at the same time, if you're gonna write an article and say that she's smart enough to start distancing herself now, that means she's smart enough to know she in over her head and this guy is not it. It don't take this long to move out. It don't take this long to start to separate finances. You can't put a brave face on when you're going to say, I'm leaving this guy because he is a child predator. You don't need a brave face for that. You don't need to get all your ducks in a row. He gonna lose all that anyway, sis. I'm just gonna be honest. Let me go a step further. If Jay was involved, they would have raided Jay-Z the exact same day they raided Diddy. Let me say that again for the people in the back who don't understand what's going on. They would have raided Jay-Z the exact same day that they raided Diddy. I need y'all to understand what's happening right now. All the people, and I get it, it's cool to say Jay-Z next, da-da-da. I understand that. That sound good. It sound real good. If you want it to be true. But logically, ask yourself for what? We've been hearing about Diddy for at least minimum with these situations of accusations. Even Bill Cosby had accusations 10 years before he was arrested. 10 years, and we didn't believe nobody. R. Kelly had accusations 10, 15 years before he was arrested. You've never heard an accusation about Jay-Z doing anything with anybody inappropriate, sexually or otherwise. You've never heard about it. You may have heard about him cheating on Beyoncé. Well, a lot of men do that, but you ain't never heard about this guy tying nobody up or drugging them. You've never heard that, and you probably won't. So I know it's easy to say he ran with Diddy, he did it, but I would like to believe that some people like myself are smart. Some people got morals, right? I'm gonna let you in on a little story that I can tell you. I went to a party one time with a guy that I barely knew. He was like, he lived in my same apartment complex, like in the same building I lived in. He took me to a party, right? And it was like, it was a day thing, right? And it was whatever, right? They had pool tables and that. Next thing you know, these different kind of color girls came in, start putting their faces in everywhere in people's places. And I'm like, yo, what's happening right now? It freaked me out. Now, what I could have done was did the route of let's get it in. But I was like, let's get it out. I'm out, right? A person like myself, I don't care how good it look and sound, I'm not getting caught up in it, right? And I like to believe there are other people like that. Some people can't control themselves, right? I don't look at Jay-Z, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't look at Jay-Z as a dumb dude that's going to lay down with a child or somebody ridiculously drugged up. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I feel like Jay is the kind of person like me. He will stop you from laying down with that person that's drugged up, right? I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you feel that you see something dark and sinister. I don't see it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I need you to show me what you see dark and sinister. Show me the videos. Because even with Drake, they were mad. There was like 5-6 videos of him saying some pretty suspect stuff. I'm just going to be honest. With Diddy, right now, they pulled up hundreds of suspect videos. Please, I need you to show me the video. The suspect videos and suspect tweets and all of this stuff of Jay-Z that's going to make them come and break into his home and go through his stuff and his safes and everything. I honestly haven't heard Jay doing anything criminal, to be honest, since the Rivera stabbing, right? I haven't heard of him doing anything criminal since that. And rumors have legs. And I know this conspiracy is out there of this mistress that he was linked to, and the conspiracy is that him and Beyonce had her murdered. So make it make sense. If Beyonce had her murdered, but now she's going to leave him because she's scared. A few years ago, she was a murderous bitch. Now she's scared. It has to make sense, gang. At this point, if I murdered somebody with my husband, we in this together, nigga. We good. We doing this till we both in the grave. You ain't going nowhere, and I ain't either. We doing an Angelina Jolie. We exchanging blood now at this point. We gonna exchange blood. I'm gonna wear your blood on a little vial around my neck at this point, because you ain't going nowhere. Because we murdered that chick together. So it has to make sense, bro. Either she's a murderous bitch or she's scary as hell. It ain't no in between with this. So again, I know I'm gonna hear it in the comments. You don't know Jay-Z next, da-da-da. I'm gonna tell you like this. Come back and flame me in the comments. When the news story breaks that Jay-Z got picked up by the feds, come right to this video. Boop, 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 boop. Flame my ass in the comments. Right? Until then, I don't see it happen. I'm just sorry. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Let me know what you think. I don't see any smoke. I don't see any nasty rumors. I don't see any former girls coming out saying, he used to hang me upside down and suck my blood. I don't hear the weird stuff that you're talking about. Now with Diddy, there's been a lot of weird stuff for years. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you think in the like button, in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I mean? I got the memberships going. The membership videos about to crank them out. I got a good one down there. It's about Jay-Z and Nas when they battled. How I believe Jay made one mistake, and that's the only reason that he lost that battle. Let me know. CLBMG. I'm going to catch you on that flip. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.